Hello and welcome to the Royal Road School of Carmelite Prayer. We are currently studying the Beatitudes as given us by the Christ in the Sermon on the Mount. We turn our attention today to the presentation of the Beatitudes made by a pastor in the greater Washington, D.C. area. He is speaking to his Catholic parishioners. In other words, he's speaking to you and me, the people in the pews. The Beatitudes. Blessed are the pure in heart. With the sixth Beatitude, we make the transition to the Beatitudes of union, the first of which concerns contemplation, seeing God. Thus far, we have detached ourselves from earthly things and have pursued moral virtue. Now we enter into the purpose of that detachment and striving, union with God. Contrary to the stereotype about Catholicism, the summit of our faith is not mortification and moral purity, but oneness with God. The others are simply a means to that end. As with the other Beatitudes, this follows logically after its predecessor. The mercy received by the merciful renders them pure in heart. St. Augustine says that God is seen by the heart. Once again, that's bad biology, but good theology. We know that there is a kind of sight that is more important and more personal than the bodily. Every time we ask someone, "Do you see what I mean?" we acknowledge that kind of sight that is spiritual and not physical. This seeing is with the heart, the most interior part of ourselves, because to see God is the fulfillment of all our desires and efforts, whether we realize that or not. The devil deceived Eve precisely by engaging and distorting this desire. She saw the forbidden fruit was pleasing to the eyes. Moses begs to see the face of the Lord. The psalmist returns to this desire again and again. When shall I come and behold the face of God? Jesus heals the blind not only to reveal his divine power, but also to show that he has come to heal our interior sight, to enable us to see God. St. John describes heaven in such terms: "We shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is." What does it mean to be pure of heart? From the fact that this beatitude follows the moral beatitudes indicates that it requires moral rectitude. Sin blinds us. It is the only thing we don't learn more about by doing. The sinful man cannot see God. He cannot see his neighbor, the world, or even himself clearly. His selfishness distorts them. Freedom from sin brings clarity of thought. Just as gold must be purified in fire, so purity comes only by way of trial. By mortification and by the pursuit of justice and mercy, we are freed from sin, make progress in moral excellence, and thus regain our sight. Like meekness and piety, the word purity has lost its true meaning. We usually think of it as a negative, describing what is not. We should instead understand purity as a completeness, a full integration, and therefore as a power. It is a single-heartedness. the power to focus and coordinate all of our efforts on the one thing necessary. The pure of heart do not multitask. They aren't distracted from the face of God, but live Jesus' exhortation: seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things shall be yours as well. St. Augustine connects purity of heart with the Spirit's gift of understanding. The world and its images can misrepresent God. Further, in our selfishness, we can see them through the prison of our pride. The gift of understanding enables us to see things of this world clearly and to judge rightly the things of God. It enables us to see our faith more clearly, and by way of it, to see God. Amen.